Hi everybody, it's Peter Zellum's Griniflix Adventure 8 and welcome to another video. Okay, I'm on a roll here with lens reviews. I've got another vintage lens and it's an older collapsible, and I'm guessing it's probably around the 1955 mark, and it's an Elmar 5cm f4 lens. Because I've got the Apo f2 lens, which is my preferred 90mm lens, but this is a consideration, I suppose, having a collapsible lens or a compact f4 lens. So the way you operate it, you have to have it on infinity focus. Once it's on infinity, then you can collapse the lens, just like that. Then it doesn't take up a lot of space in your bag. And then you've got a button here, right there, and when you press the button, you can actually take it from infinity focus all the way down to going down to about 3 feet. So I'm guessing that's probably about 0.9 meters. The aperture goes from f4 all the way to f32. One of the things you've got to be watch out for when you're buying vintage lenses or older lenses is fog, and that's a real pain in the neck because that ruins all your shots. In taking some of the shots with this camera, yes, I think there is a little bit of fog there, and when I took some shots of the lens also, there were some concentric rings in there that appeared to be like some sort of a fungus or fog. If you're a lens designer, an expert, maybe you know, and you can comment in the video. It's a nice time of the day to be on the harbour, and I've been walking around the harbour, so taking shots of the bridge, and yeah, all sorts of shots. So why would you go for a collapsible lens? I guess because I've got the Apo f2 lens, which is my preferred 90mm lens, but this is a consideration, I suppose, having a collapsible lens or a compact f4 lens. And yeah, so that compresses down like that. That's great. So that's what we might do, is go have a look at some of these shots in Lightroom, and then finish off with some photographs that I took just on my walk today around the harbour. Okay, so in Lightroom I've got just a series of shots here. Now one series, so you can see that we've got some in yellowy green here and some in a red frame here. Now which is which? Which one is the Leica f2 Apo 90mm and which one is the 9cm vintage collapsible lens f4? Can you tell which one's which? Alright, so the things that you can look for to see, it's a bit like wine tasting. You get given a little bit of information, you got to guess which one is which has the flavour, the taste, whatever. So the things to notice here is, if we take this shot here, the sun is behind this awning and we can see some flare happening here, some ghosting that starts to happen around these bright areas. There's a little bit here, but not as severe as there is on that shot there. If we look at these two shots, straight away you notice that there's a slightly difference in contrast. I haven't done any editing with regards to contrast or color, whatever. It's basically taking the raw files and then looking at them. So there's something there. If we look at these two shots here, other than being slightly different exposure, this one possibly has more contrast than that one. So the common element across all these ones in the red frame are higher contrast than these shots here. If we look at some other things here, now it did take both lenses wide open, so one's at f4 and one's at f2, so depth of field is going to be different as well. So we look at these two shots and look at this figurine in the background here and that figurine in the background. This one is more blurry than that one, so that's sort of giving us a hint straight away. This one's got a larger depth of field than this one, so that implies that this bottom row here is the f2 Apo Summicron, and that's exactly what it is. Apo Summicron f2 90mm. The only metadata I could choose within the camera was the micro Leica M1.4 90mm, which is the current version. And I'm not sure whether this lens works with a macro adapter or not. It may well do. Something for a future video. Considering the age of the collapsible lens, it's producing a really good result, just as a direct comparison wide open with the Apo 90mm. Let's have a closer look at a couple of these shots. We'll take these two shots and we'll just do side by side comparison. So we've got the Apo on the left here, and we've got the vintage collapsible Leica on the right, and we'll just zoom in here. So we're looking at about 200% in these two photographs. So it's different ISOs, so you notice it with the grain here. So we're at 400 ISO on the Apo and 1000 ISO on the Leica. However, what do we notice about the detail? The detail is pretty good. So the clarity of the Leica here on the right hand side compared to the Apo is very good. So the Apo you'd expect to be better, being a newer lens. But I guess not so much these photographs, but what else can you do with the lens? And that's what you'll see later in the video. I'll do my sign off here and then you can see the photographs. If you liked the video, give it a thumbs up at any stage, now or at the end of the video. And if it's the first time to my channel, then do subscribe, press notifications, you'll be notified when the next video is out. In a few weeks time there will be a major Central Australia trip that I'll be doing, and therefore the type of photography and the videos that I'll be doing will be slightly different, be based around outback travel. And there'll be no lens reviews, but there'll be more travel shots. So those people that like those sort of videos, just give it another thumbs up. Really appreciate it. Anyway, do comment if you're enjoying the camera type, lens type videos. That's great. If you're enjoying the outback travel type videos, then also let me know. Just do comment. Look forward to seeing you on the next video. Thanks again for watching. Cheers. Bye.